Since you have your answers at home, let's see what we have in here next. So, if I form my opponents, at least if it goes down, goes up. This looks like tautology. Okay, I form my opponents out of. Okay, let's take this out. So present past, present past. I will form my opponents with a single blow. Sorry, is the answer. So if you got your answers at home, see what you have in there. So, and some of you continue looking at what's really going on in here. I could feel the expression everywhere at the moment. Just so if you're going along with me, that why should you fail this? Yes. Now let's go back. See the analysis. The English language has a present tense word for, okay, and the past tense is failed. Oh, sorry. The past tense is what? Failed. The past perfect is falling. Then you still continue to wonder, how come this? How do we use this? If something goes down accidentally or carelessly, fall. I can tell someone, please don't fall the bottle. Okay? If there's a bottle on the table, I can tell someone, you don't mind the bottle, please don't let it fall. Don't fall the bottle. Then carelessly or unconsciously, if somebody just goes on it, at last you failed the battle yesterday, even after my warning that you shouldn't fall the battle. Okay, so you fail the battle. Oh, and the person can say, oh, it has fallen before I got there. It has fallen, or it has fallen off before I got there. What are we talking about in here? I'm trying to give the analysis on how to use the word fall, fell, falling. The analysis of this spelling, something that could go down carelessly or something unconsciously, someone just hit it off. There is another word as a verb, fell, present tense. The past tense of this verb is failed. The past perfect of this word is failed. Okay? Now, what's the difference between this set of verbs and this set of verbs? Okay, so fail, to force somebody to the ground, or to force a tree or anything that is standing rigid, anything that never want to go down, to force it to the ground is fail. I want to fell a tree, not I want to fall a tree. I want to fail my opponent because I failed him or he failed me yesterday. So I have promised that I will fail him. I had failed him before. So this is used when something rigid to the ground is about to be forced. Okay? Okay, somebody's standing or a tree or something, so this is the spelling. But something that could easily go to the ground or that could easily be hit off, maybe consciously or unconsciously, fall, fell, falling. So let me cap it up with examples so that we pick another question. You don't need to fall the battle, please need to be very careful. Don't fall the battle. Oh, you failed the battle yesterday. You had fallen the battle off. Okay? So I will fail my opponent. I failed him yesterday. I had failed him. I will fail the tree. Okay? I failed the tree. I had failed the tree. So I would like you to at least try to understand the interpretations of this particular way. So look at it very well so that you understand the analysis and the usage. Okay? So just look at it very well. The analysis, the usage, and everything. So if you're home, you're watching, try to see this, and so that you will definitely understand how to use these words. So they are quite controversial. You just need to really understand this so well. So if you're with me at home, I still want to give some other questions which you're going to give me an answer. So here I go. I'm taking this up there so you do this. I hope you're really counting how many words you get it right, how many questions you get it right. So let's say another question. You should always try to choose your own answer before I try to give an answer to this. Okay. So let's see the next one in here. We define him dash owing to her natural act, honesty, and sincerity. And sincerity. So let's say you got your answers. That's what we're having in here. We define her. We define her dash. We define her dash owing to her natural act, honesty, and sincerity. So because she's natural, she's honest, and she's been sincere with all her doing. So what do? We define her dash. Obviously, you got your answer now. So let's see. Okay, I should go ahead. Okay. So, she's not artless. If you've gone for this, no, she's not artless at all. She's not. Is she artful? Maybe because she's friendly and all that. Okay, to cut a long story short, so your answer is going to be no, artless. So talking about homophones, spellings, interpretations, and meanings. Okay. So if you are home, you are learning more words and the meanings. Please check the word artful, artless, and arty. They are quite synonymous in a way, but please, like the example I gave. Sorry, do you remember this? Dubious and devious, something similar in here. We need to be very careful. This word was, oh, I don't trust him because he's quite dishonesty, cunning. If someone is dishonest or so cunning, we always say the person is dubious. Sorry, please, the person is not dubious. The person is what? Devious. Because dubious is just someone that you cannot predict. Okay, but devious is someone that you cannot trust because the person is quite cunning. So instead of using the word dubious, say the person is devious. Okay, please note. And something similar in here. Artful, arty, quite friendly in a way, but artless, natural, sincere, and all that. Okay, so let's see the next one. That's the next question. Let's see next question. Okay. Okay, our next question. Always choose your answers before we say this. So. I will dash these questions. A. Scale out. Scale through. It should be scope. Okay. many a time or many times I've had so many people use these words incorrectly, and I think it's time I looked into this, or I discussed this. Okay, so what's been your answer at home? How we dodge these questions? What do you do? Do you scale out? Do you scale through? Do you scrape through? Or do you scoop through? So cut a long story short, sorry, you cannot scale out, and you cannot scoop through. So what do? You scale through. So when you scale through, this is what's meaning. The word is not scaled through. The word is scrape through. Please note. So please mind the usage. It's not scaled through. And I'll be glad if you can check in the dictionary and try to check the meaning of scaled through. I don't think I've seen this in a way. Okay, so it is scrape. I will scrape through, not scale through. I would like you all to take note of all that we're discussing in here. Okay, so that at least you have a grammatical interpretation of what everything is all about. Please. So the next one we're going to look at in here is that so many questions in here. I have a barrage of questions in here that I don't think we could even get done in this particular edition. But what I'm trying to do now is that just to pick those ones that at least quite problematic among people. Okay, so let's see this. Sudo for my liking. I don't like your dash load. Wow. Sober. This has to do with spelling and interpretation. Is sober spelled with double B? Is sober spelled with one B? Is sober spelled this way? Or is sober spelled this way? Choose your answer at home and let's see what we have. Sober. Is sober spelled with double B? Is sober spelled with one B? Is sober spelled with... So what were we talking about in here? Sober. So let's see more to what we have in here. So if you got your answers at home, just let's see. So, out of the race. So the spelling in here is out of it. Sober is not spelled with B-A-R. It's wrong. So sober is spelled with double B. So I don't like your dash look because too dull for my liking. I don't like your dash looks, okay? So sober is spelled with double B. But the answer in here is that I don't, too dull for my liking, I don't like your somber. Somber. Please note, it is not sober. The word is somber. We are learning every day. We're coming across words every day. We are not non-native speakers, so there are a lot that we just need to learn and understand, okay? So let's try to see what's different between somber and sober. Please note, another spelling for this somber is somber. Okay, somber. So, what's different between somber and sober? When someone is sober, it means the person is quite serious. Serious, concentrating without any distraction. Okay, even if you check in the dictionary, it said concentrating without distraction, without alcohol. Okay, during an exam taker will be sober, thinking deeply, without any distraction, without any alcoholic influence, and that's the major reason that the saying always say, as sober as a judge, because in the court of law, the judge will be quite magnanimous with whatever going on in the courtroom, because the job really wants to understand what really going on in there, okay? So the job will be quite concentrating, listen to everything going on in the courtroom. So sober. But when we talk about sober, this is an act in which someone is sad, glooming, or dull. So the person is not happy, dull. Okay, so at least you should know the difference between the two then. So let's see the next one. So let's get at least maybe 5-10 questions that we'll call it today, okay? At least we got so many ahead. So let's see. I just got so many in here that I don't even know which among these questions to discuss right in here, because I've seen so many, and I'm just trying to juggle, and how many you could have it in here. Let's look at this. I've had this word face cap. Face cap. I've asked this question several times. Have you ever heard of why I use the word face cap? No, if I must say, because I've not seen this in the dictionary so far. And someone called my attention that why not the word phased? Phased cap. Sorry, it does not work. You won't gonna have face cap, you won't gonna have phased cap. Okay? So the word is phase. Listeners, I never said phase cap. The cap is called phase. But the cap I'm talking about in here is not the type that we pull this way. Okay, so if we talk about the cap, the one could wear this way, the cap is called baseball cap. The particular cap we call face cap is baseball cap. And if it's turned out to be in Texas or Chicago, it's called an ice cream man's cap. Okay, so it's called, you know what I'm saying, the cap. It's called a baseball cap. But when we talk about the phase, because of the word phase, we are not native speakers, then we pick the word face cap. What is a phase? You need to know how to capture it, because a phase is a cap, a round cap without a brim. According to the dictionary, a round cap without a brim, with a flat earth. Okay, to cut a long story short, you just pick 500 naira notes. What Nnamdi Azikiwe has in there is what is called a phase. F-E-Z. Phase. But talking about face cap, no. You just need to say a baseball cap. I think that's grammatical place. Okay. So let me just pick one more question before we get up in here. Your dash, look, not friendly at all, not welcoming at all. Okay, your dash, look, A, sober, door. This is another question entirely that we just need to check whatsoever we have in here. Door and your. Okay, let me put this. Okay. Okay. Obviously, if you miss this question, there's something is wrong somewhere. If you miss this question, I'm trying to bring it this so that you understand on how some words could at least be quite tricky during an exam. your dash is not friendly at all. Okay, so obviously it's going to be this. Okay, obviously it's going to be this. So your answer will be this. So the answer going to be door. So D-O-U-R is unfriendly look. Okay, if someone is quite unfriendly, you say the door look on the person. Just say the door look on the person's face. Okay. Please note, I would like to call it for a day. I would like to call it to round it off for now, because if I should continue to go along with this, we're still gonna have a lot to discuss. We're trying to base this set of videos of the class into segments, because if I continue to discuss all that I got in here, as you see, I got so lot jotting in here that we've not discussed. So it's going to take much time, and we're going to have much time to take some other topics. Okay, but please be mindful of whatever you say, or whatever you speak, or whatever you write. Quite unfortunately, but if need be, we're still going to have a special additional for grammar entirely, because I with all my research so far, I still have a bag of questions, a bag of research in which I will soon let out of the cans. Okay, so I will continue to advise that you read more, you learn more, you spell more, continue to make more research on different exams. So I'm going to call it a day on this particular segment for today. Till then, don't speak the way you've been warned not to, and don't, you understand. Till we meet again, Peter, bye, thanks.